Chapter 20, Think and Discuss. So we've got two questions here. Problem 86 deals with tapping of glass. And so as you tap on a glass, you're sending vibrations in, and that's all that sound is just vibrations that basically travel through the air for most of what we hear. And so as you increase the water inside the glass, you basically are increasing the mass, which dampens it slightly, which basically you're having to move more mass. And even though you're going from gas to liquid, that seems to have a dominant effect there. And so the more mass there is, the lower the frequency is, and so that's why it is a lower pitch. Now, conversely, if you blew across it, the more water you put into it, the higher the pitch is. And that's because you basically have a one fixed and one free end, similar to the water tube we have in class. And as you blow across it, you're basically making sounds, but what you're hearing the loudest are the ones which hit that harmonic frequency, the primary, the first harmonic. And so as L gets smaller, we're dealing with smaller wavelengths that are going to be hitting the loudest sound, and the smaller wavelength corresponds to a higher frequency. When my son was in first grade, they had this various bottles there with water in them at different levels, and they said which one makes the higher sound. And they had a little chart, and they were teaching kids about doing bar charts. And it was split between the one with more water had the highest sound, and the one with the less water had the highest sound. And that all came from some of the students tapped on the sides, and some of the students blew across it. And so you do get completely different answers for that. So 87, discuss why sound travels faster in moist air. And so remember that temperature deals with the average kinetic energy. So the higher the temperature, the higher the energy. And so it then comes down to, if it has higher energy, does it have more speed or not? And so H2O has certain mass to it. Carbon dioxide has more mass. Nitrogen has more mass. So when there's water vapor, because water has less mass than a lot of the other classic elements in air, then because it has less mass, it'll have higher speed, and therefore moist air sound will travel faster at traveling through the water vapor. If it's wintertime, less likely to have water vapor in the air, and if you're not in the south in the summer, well, south in the summertime, I guess that would be the fastest, that 100% humidity. Anyway, that is it for Chapter 20, Think and Discuss. I hope you're enjoying this still.